But what you and I call adversity, God calls opportunity.
Come on. This moment in time will never be replicated again. Mark your calendar where you're at right now.
And there were two things that saved my life. And so it's so fitting we're here in the library today because one of those was books.
This is the place for music.
One conversation, one meeting, one business card can change the trajectory of someone's life.
Don't give him anything but the opportunity.
Because libraries are about telling the story.
Good evening, everybody. How y'all doing today? I just want to thank y'all for taking the time to come out today. Yes, we threw a party in the library. Most people thought I was crazy. It's like, we at the library? It's like, yes, we at the library, y'all. We're going to get loud in the library, so it ain't no shh. Nick is the executive director of the Houston Public Library Foundation. Y'all make some noise for my guy here.
You're right, I thought you were crazy. But it was great. I saw that note come in saying, we're going to have a music festival at the Houston Public Library. And I thought, you know, it's the library, right? Famously quiet. I thought, well, maybe it's like jazz. Maybe it's a little music, you know? And then Derek says, oh no, we're loud music.
Visionary music entrepreneur, educator, and advocate whose extraordinary contributions have shaped the global music licensing industry. Mr. Coffin continues to empower artists and elevate the music industry at home and abroad. Ladies and gentlemen, our first honoree for the evening, Mr. Brian Coffin.
Houston, I grew up here. I went to the high school for the performing visual arts. Played in band, started a band called Commercial Art, played for 6 years here, ran off to LA to be a rock star. Got a deal on Warner Brothers, went double cardboard. Had my own label on Sony, lost more money in less time than I thought possible. And I'm also an Emmy loser. There is no failure. You will change the world just by your efforts. What you're doing here is amazing. Reimagining a library.
Visionary media executive, cultural architect, and champion of education, whose 3-decade career has transformed the worlds of radio, music, and entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, our honoree for the evening, Mr. Ernest Walker.
If we looking to make an impact, we got to be innovative, and we got to be motivated every single day to get up and do what we do. P, we got to be persistent. A, we got to be accountable and take action. And C, it's about consistency. Consistency matters. And T, teamwork. So when I get a chance to work with my brother, Derek, and everybody in this room, this is the team.
She has shaped the city's sound and infrastructure. Now serving as program directors at Fresh Arts, her work continues to uplift artists, foster inclusion, and champion the power of culture to unite and inspire. Ladies and gentlemen, our honoree for the evening, Gracie Chavez.
We finally have infrastructure here for our music industry. So people don't have to leave Houston because we got it here.
Community leader and servant of purpose. With over 25 years in the industry, he is the owner and dealer principal of Tony T Automotive Group. Ladies and gentlemen, our honoree for the evening, Terri Thomas.
When I tell you, have your own vision, when I tell you, you can get what you want, you got to be able to go take advantage of it. And I ask you guys to not give us anything, but the opportunity to earn your business.
He has informed, entertained, and inspired generations. A Texas Radio Hall of Famer, label executive, and media mentor, his enduring influence continues to elevate voices, shape culture, and lead with purpose across music, radio, and community. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the market icon that is the Black Hatta.
So far, almost everyone up here in some way, shape, or form or getting an award tonight has been my boss. So my boss, Ernest Walker, he back there. The speech that he just told you, I done heard it before y'all heard it.
a beacon of purpose, passion, and perseverance. She has a special place in my heart because this is my radio mama. My first radio station in Cincinnati, Ohio in 2000, when I walked in the studio, because she did middays on the Wiz. And I told her, I was like, hey, you know, after I left University of Cincinnati, I was going to go to broadcasting school. Her first words to me were, that's a colossal waste of money. What you're about to pay tens of thousands of dollars for, I'm about to teach you for free. Being comfortable with Terri Thomas.
I never thought my legacy would be, and God bless it, we had so many great successes in the radio career, helping the community and creating impact. But I never thought it was how many number ones we had, although God bless it, we have so many to be able to be proud of. I thought it was more about the people that we could create an impact with.
He has shaped the future of entertainment law while empowering generations of legal minds, honored by the National Bar Association, BESLA, the Recording Academy, President Barack Obama, and President Joe Biden. His contribution stands as a statement and a testament to excellence, leadership, and enduring service to our nation's culture and legal communities. Ladies and gentlemen, our honoree for the evening, Attorney Ricky Anderson.
I was taught that the first form of wireless communication was prayer, and that's from you to God. And they say the next most popular wireless communication is from book to brain. So put your hands together for the Houston library system, simply because from book to brain is what allows me to be here for you today. Education pays, and I say that because it's so meaningful to our culture as musicians to understand the business.
A globally renowned speaker, brand strategist, entrepreneur, and educator. I'm talking about none other than Mr. Mathew Knowles.
10,000 hours is required for greatness. And when I think the honorees, Mad Hatter, it's like the sun to me. I'm talking about you, Mad Hatter, you don't even know it. You went for Mad Hatter, you went the road Survivor. You know I have to tell that story, Mad Hatter. Mad Hatter and his crew was on 97.9 about saying, and who's going to be the next member of Destiny's Child? It's kind of like that TV show Survivor. And we said, oh shit, Survivor. Damn. Mailbox man.